When you was a managing agent, real estate agent, real estate broker, or managing agent for any group of landlords or a landlord, and you make a promise to a tenant, you have to keep it. Because then you're in breach of a unilateral contract by way of the tenant, or a bilateral if you want to look at it that way, because you never met your landlord, but you're dealing with the managing broker or managing agent. Because some people have a real estate license to just manage property, and they're just regular agent. And then you have some brokers that can manage, sell, and buy properties for others. And then you have a managing broker too that can do all these things, plus be a counselor too. Okay, and run their own group of people. So when you have that going on and they break their promise, especially when it's time for a lease renewal, and you go 60 days before your lease is to renew, and you say, okay, hey, I want to renew my lease. And they go, oh, yeah, we have your lease, we'll give it to you next week. Look around, you don't see it. Then you talk to some other people and say, well, I ain't got mine either. I said, yeah, I went through this last year, but I had to wait like 5 months or so to get my lease. And you're on month to month, and that lease is still active in Illinois. That just bypassed, so you're not really a holdover tenant because they promised to give you a lease. So a promise like that is like an express contract to do something, but you didn't do it, so now you're in breach. So God does this with covenants too, but right now we're talking some natural stuff, okay? But if you want to look at it from a spiritual standpoint, say you broke covenant with God. God came one day and gave you a covenant to keep with him, right? And then you break it. Okay. Then you're in breach. Then God is angry. Then he'll make you repent. He'll punish you for it. Okay. Even if you are repenting, you still get punished. Okay. So, but in Illinois, when a manager, broker, or managing agent, or management company for a landlord breaks a promise to a tenant, it's a breach of contract. Okay, especially if the tenant is in the current lease, but within and they said 60 days before the lease is out, they're going to renew their lease, and you say, yeah, we'll send it to you, have it next week, but then the tenant doesn't see it. Okay, so it's not and last time I waited 5 months. Okay, I've been here 2.5 years. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's going. Now, it's an implied and express contract. But you're supposed to do what the contract says. The tenant is letting you know, and after a month of time, they want to renew their lease. You say, yes, the tenant hasn't broken any rules or anything like that in the building. So, no drug use, no nothing like that. That's not the problem, because the tenant doesn't do any of those things, or drink or have loud parties or anything like that. So, that's not the problem. So, if you're going to be in the field of real estate, don't go around messing up contracts. Because the end result is the owner is the one that's going to end up getting the blunt of it. Because the tenant now has all rights to say, all right, this is a complaint on your managing agent. And did you know they were doing these things to people? You know what I'm saying? All right, have a good night. I thought I'd make y'all aware.